What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We've got today for you the Patagonia PCU level 9 combat shirts. I've got one in AOR 1 and AOR 2, and we're going to go over kind of what some of the differences are between the versions you can find out in the wild, and some of the pros and cons about them, things that I like and things that I don't like. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with the AOR 1 model on the left. So basically, this one right here is actually a little bit different from the other one, aside from just the pattern. So if you look over on here, the tag, and you take a look, it actually is called a next to skin shirt level 9 on the tag, and it's actually made of 68% monocrylic, 29% rayon, 3% lycra, and the sleeves over here are made of 50% nylon, 50% cotton. So personally, the difference that I find the most with this one and the other one is really the material feeling. So this version, the next to skin, as they call it, actually feels softer. This cream / tan colored torso feels a lot more, has like a silk soft feeling. But I guess right from the top to bottom, we'll go over the shirt in itself. So I mean, you got the collar at the top is actually shorter than most combat shirts you'll run into. So like the Cries and like the frog issued versions, like the Marine Corps has, the shoulder, or not shoulder, the collar area, the collar lapel is shorter than those ones, probably about by half an inch. So when you're wearing anything like body armor, something that has shoulder straps like a pack or a ruck or anything, having the shorter collar just makes it so that it doesn't kind of hit your face at all. It doesn't get up on your chin or the edge of your face, and it's actually a lot more comfortable, believe it or not, in my opinion anyways. So down here, another thing that I really like about these is that the armpit area is the same material as the torso. It's the same stretchy whatever material, and it actually causes a lot more ventilation, helps wick moisture from your armpit. So while you're moving, hiking, running, dragging, carrying, whatever it is you've got to do with the combat shirt on, it helps you stay cool and kind of keep you dry. So that's one thing that's really liked about these. And the next thing, I guess, on the sleeve, you've got the shoulder pocket. So all versions have this. This is just Velcro on top, Velcro on bottom. And then the closure has 2 buttons and more Velcro. And then you've just got the pocket inside. So shoulder pocket. And then moving down, you've got the elbow area. Actually has a sleeve for an elbow pad. I've never really used them. I'm not much for elbow pads. But right at the bottom of that elbow area, there's a Velcro spot where it slides right up and in. Really, it's just a second layer of the nylon and cotton material, so even without the pad, it kind of protects the shirt, takes care of your elbows a little bit better just because there's more material. Towards the bottom, I mean, you've got the wrist area. It has more Velcro, and it just for closing around your wrist, kind of tightening it down to your body. So yeah, there's this version. One thing we didn't really go over was the zipper. So this one, I'm not sure what version this is. It doesn't have a brand on it. Most of these have the Ideal Company zippers and not YKK for manufacturing and all of that. But anyway, yeah, this one doesn't actually have any information on it, which is strange. But yeah, AOR 1 model. So moving over to the AOR 2 here. This is actually one of my favorite patterns. AOR 2, living in the United States, specifically the northern United States, it's always green. There's tons of trees, and I think this pattern works great. But starting at the top again, you've got the same short collar. But let's look at the material breakdown. This one, instead of having those other materials, literally is just nylon and cotton. The body is 60% cotton, 40% nylon. Sleeves are 50-50 cotton and nylon. And this one is labeled a combat shirt, not a next to skin shirt. So interesting, small little difference, probably just with a newer generation of shirt. I'm not sure which one's newer and older, But really with them, the only difference is just the material. So this one, when you're wearing it, it just feels a tiny bit more coarse, if anything. But even then, it's not an uncomfortable shirt at all. I have this one. I like this one more, to be honest, just because it has the pattern covering the entire body rather than having the tan torso. But yeah, pretty much the same thing aside from that. I mean, you've got the same shoulder pockets with the button and the Velcro closures. You've got the same elbow pockets for elbow pads, the same sleeve wrist closures. And yeah, I mean, the zipper on this one, let's see what this one is. Yeah, this is also an Ideal. Yeah, Ideal zipper. They're not bad zippers. They're not as good as YKK in my opinion. I think these ones get snagged a little bit more, but it is what it is. They're still great shirts. Flame resistant, so you're not gonna easily set yourself on fire and melt it down, which is nice. But yeah, they're great shirts in my opinion. I like them a lot. They're a lot cheaper than, say, a Cry Precision one. You can find one of these on eBay depending on the pattern and the quality and all of that. You can find one for anywhere from like $75 all the way up to maybe 200 depending. They also make the other one in all digital AOR1, and this one you'll find with a tan torso area. There's a couple different versions. The multicam ones, in my opinion, are a little less common. But yeah, they're great shirts. They're super comfortable. I really, really enjoyed wearing them. And I actually like them more than the Cries. I have a couple Cry shirts, but these are just a little bit more comfortable in my opinion. They're also a little bit slimmer in the torso than a Cry. It's almost like the Patagonia combat uniform has like a slimmer fit to it, which it's not the end of the world for me, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, they're great shirts, and I highly recommend them. I mean, specifically in AOR2, because AOR2 is superior. But yeah, so if you got any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. And hopefully we'll have a bunch more videos here shortly with more uncommon military surplus type equipment like this, more Patagonia, outdoor research, mystery ranch, all that good stuff, and other outdoor equipment.